Judicial blow to the SEC judge rules that Binance's tokens and BUSD are not securities, and yesterday we were warning you that absolutely no one believed in this rise of Cardano. So what can we expect after this black swan for the crypto ecosystem? In a significant ruling, District Judge Amy Berman has determined that digital tokens and the stablecoin BUSD are not considered securities. This decision is part of the litigation between the United States Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) and Binance. Judge Berman, from the District Court of Columbia, granted several motions to dismiss filed by Binance's legal team, highlighting that neither digital tokens nor BUSD are classified as securities under current legislation. Binance has hailed this decision as a major victory for the cryptocurrency industry, arguing that it represents a setback for the SEC's efforts to regulate the sector through legal actions. Judge Berman also dismissed the notion that BNB sales on secondary exchanges constitute the trading of securities, reaffirming that the SEC's stance lacks a comprehensive regulatory approach. Despite this favorable ruling for Binance, the litigation continues. Judge Berman clarified that most of the SEC's claims are still ongoing. These include allegations that Binance violated the 1933 and 1934 securities laws by offering and selling crypto assets without a registration statement and by operating without the necessary licenses as an exchange, broker-dealer, or clearing agency. The claims against Changpeng Zhao, founder and former CEO of Binance, will also proceed. The SEC accuses Zhao of being the controlling figure of the exchange and violating the Exchange Act, with Zhao currently serving a 4-month prison sentence. This case underscores the complexities and regulatory challenges in the growing crypto asset market, where legal definitions and jurisdictions remain contested grounds. So for now, we can consider that the crypto ecosystem has won this battle against Gary Gensler's SEC. And as you saw in the introduction, finally the Cardano wedge, which we were closely following, was that cryptocurrency that was warning us, that was hinting, anticipating this rise. This one I'm showing you. Absolutely no one believed it, but sooner or later what we were expecting was that the price might continue to rise a bit, but we were betting and valuing the break of the wedge. But here what we think is that Cardano, hey, it's bullish, right? Let it keep rising as much as it wants. Honestly, we don't know for how long. It might even extend, trick us, who knows. Hey, maybe Cardano won't keep rising, but what do we want to see? That this wedge is broken and that it has impacted a key structure. And this is what would invite us to think in the short term, to look downwards. We're talking about the short term, we're not saying we're going to zero. Now, as you can see, we've updated the structures a bit. In the end, we've seen that they've used this guideline, a slightly higher level than we had set, and at the same time, we've had to keep updating the wedge in real time, as wedges are always alive and must be updated and adapted to the market's volatility and circumstances. That said, once we saw this big drop, the wedge was already broken and confirmed. Therefore, we could already be negative for the crypto ecosystem. And so negative that look at how Bitcoin fell by no less than 3% during Tuesday's session, and, as of the time of recording, we're also down nearly 3% during Wednesday's session. Here we were analyzing that we got a POC from this micro reaccumulation process, as well as studying the POC of this macro accumulation to define structural zones at the control level. If at these points the price was able to turn around, it implied that it wasn't, as they say, the end of the world. However, given what we've seen, things don't look too good for the immediate future, and now I'll explain why. But first, welcome to Crypto Insight, your ethical and moral channel for cryptocurrency technical analysis. Here, we really know what we're talking about. We conduct advanced technical analysis that has been developed for over 12 years. We upload videos several times a week. If you're enjoying what you're seeing, let me know and leave a comment with your opinion. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click on the bell so you don't miss the next opportunity. Before getting to Bitcoin's resolution, let's analyze Ethereum. Frankly, if we do a very aggressive zoom on Ethereum, we saw that the market presented very good short-term trading opportunities. And look at what we said in yesterday's live stream. Let's see what they do, but when Cardano's wedge breaks, it breaks. And here Ethereum can break too. What could they be aiming for? Well, the structure. Having the bias to look for the structure of the Look at Ethereum in its 1-hour time frame, how we've been giving a lot of importance to this distribution for a long time, and how we've been targeting that supply line where smart money continues to protect its positioning. And now, seeing the event you're about to see will shed a lot of light on what we think could happen in the immediate short term. We are assessing this defense zone in Ethereum, which of course already made its trap, and the idea that longs would prevail in the market was totally broken during the early hours. In other words, the market for the short and immediate term does not allow us to be positive. And just look at Cardano's chart, this wedge, which anticipated everything interesting, as I was telling you yesterday in the video and also to my colleagues in Crypto Insight livestream, this wedge was the one that was going to tell us when the price would turn around. Well, having this kind of deceleration, which as I told you yesterday, this rise should not have been believed by anyone. When we see it impact a structure in this way and then see the confirmed breakout, well friends, be careful, this does not look positive. And here it's possible that a creek may be established, although it might be wiped out sooner rather than later, we'll see. So for Cardano, having defined this micro creek, we can consider that the price might correct a bit, but the short-term sentiment is for selling. And look, I've updated the line, this one is much better. Now look at Solana as well. Those sinister intentions were quite clear, as I had anchored and shared with you in yesterday's video or previous videos, as well as in the daily live streams of Crypto Insight. We were seeing how they were compressing the price. What I told my colleagues at Crypto Insight was, hey, it would be ideal for the price to give us a bullish impulse, in which case we should be selling it. Well, I would love to see. If you ask me, a structural trap, I would love it. A perfect selling zone. We haven't talked about entry points, but a perfect selling zone, as we will discuss other areas, but that would be great. Waiting for the wedge to collapse and see if it gives us a small pullback institutional target. Before we get to Bitcoin and what we see in Solana, we have experienced a trap preceded by compression. Here's the trap, it just broke the creek. And my friend, in terms of price structure, I think we have room for a drop without it being the end of the world. Of course, it can correct if it wants, but this looks like there's a bearish path ahead. If we analyze Bitcoin, we've updated the price structure. Look at this click, I think it will be relevant, or at least we hope so. If this click isn't significant in a few weeks, I think we would all be taken aback, as it wouldn't be positive at all. Let's look at the 4-hour time frame. Here we're working with a defense zone that has already made a trap welcome. They keep defending it. That's why we want it to be defended here as well. That's why I was telling you that if this click isn't significant, it implies it won't break upwards. If we don't break this upwards, it's because smart money wants to take down the defense zone, which wouldn't be good at all, as we must remember that this entire range is part of a macro Z. If we lose the defense zone in that hypothetical case, the price would have a long way down in macro timeframes. Does that mean we're bearish and that's what to expect? Look, we're not here to try to predict the future. That's a completely useless practice and of course impossible. What are we going to prioritize then? Very simple. Trading opportunities. And the truth is, in this 4-hour time frame in Bitcoin, the opportunity that allows for proper risk management won't be to sell now. In any case, it would be to look for buys, as you can limit the risk a lot to seek a hypothetically high profit. If you like this advanced technical analysis, let me know in the comments. Also, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell so YouTube notifies you of future posts. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and other crypto communities. Good luck with your trading, and until next time.